Good afternoon, YouTube. This man always George Page, aka the Emperor Female About Me Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, it's the start of the weekend, and we have a big show coming up. And also, there's also another show. I know one of the people that follow me. There's a show that's in NPC, it's in Florida. I might talk about this show later. I'm not sure. Like I said, the thing is, if it's no women's body being attached to it, I don't really talk about too many of those shows. But if it's depending on somebody who I follow or who I subscribe to, and we have a good relationship, I will often talk about it. But anyway, this is my comparison video for the weekend, and these are two ladies who've been competing for quite some time. For a good while. They pretty much started careers, I would say, about the early 20 aughts, like anything between 2010 to about 2011, 2012. And they started in the figure division, but then, transitioned to women's physique. So we have here one Miss Jodi Marchuck and one Miss um, Rachel Reid. Now, I believe with Jodi, she's been a pro since 2015, so that's a long time. And with Rachel, she got her pro card around about 2018, but she's been competing for a good while. But one thing that happened with Rachel was, she decided to take a step back from the sport and start a family. She has a daughter. She's engaged. Both these ladies are been competitive for quite some time. They've competed in one show together. That's why I did this video back, because they were in the same show. Sometimes when I do these videos and try to align it, it's perfect to get the right alignment. But these are both two impressive women. Great looks, great aesthetics. I think this is a look that I think they want to see more in women's physique. Not as too much, size and too much styration, but still that level of femininity that is, what it's want to be is really more they want to see in women's bodybuilding in general. But these are two amazing women, and respect their commitment, passion to the sport. Now, this is the Legion Sports Fest, and this was last year. As you know, it's one of the shows where it's one of the mini shows that doesn't have women's bodybuilding. That's why I don't talk about it too much. I will do if it's somebody who's especially if it's a competitor who I followed and interview with. I will talk about it now and then, because the fact is, I want to give them attention because I think I'm a big fan of some of these ladies. But these are two amazing women. I mean, they have great looks to them. I think great development. Side ratios. Look at the quads. I think one thing with Rachel, she has great lat development. I mean, good upper body development. I think, she has potential. Maybe she won't go to open because I think she is a bit on the small side. But it's all depends if you want to go to that next level. But if not, if you feel comfortable where you're at, stay there. Here we have the front double. Both of these ladies have great. But if I look at it, I mean, both of them great quality of definition. You can see the styration of the quads. I mean, the upper body. But I have to give the edge here to Rachel. Look at her lats. I mean, she has great lat development. I mean, she has a good amount of size on her. I mean, maybe she might think about doing open. You never know. But like I said, it's up to that person what they want to go to the next level. If they feel comfortable in the division they're at, they should stay there. Here we have a side chest. Both ladies have good lines, good definitions. Uh, this is really kind of close. Um, if I take a crapshoot, I might go with Jodi on this one. I mean, yeah, I think I'll go with Jodi on this one. If I'm wrong, you can let me know in the comment section. Here we have is a rear double, and I'm telling you, these women are just amazing. Oh, this is really close. But if I have to pick anybody, I have to pick Rachel. Look at her quads from the back. Look at her glutes and her back. I mean, maybe she should consider going up to open. But like I said, that's a push. It's really if you want to push that next level of musculature. But if you feel comfortable, like I say, if you're comfortable, stay there. But I think she has some potential. I honestly do. Here we have is the tricep. Both legs look pretty good, and this is where you kind of flip a coin on. Mm, if I go with anybody, if I go with how the detail of how the tricep looks, has that little, you see that little dip in the side of the tricep that cuts and just dip into the bottom of it, of the shoulder, I have to go with Jodi. Jodi has great definition, great detail. I mean, I have to go with Jodi on this one. Here we have the abdominals. Both legs are very impressive. And with Rachel, she had a child. And sometimes childbirth does affect how your abdominal wall looks, how your abdominal walls looks. Sometimes you may not have that projection or that development or the just it can be difficult. But both ladies are very impressive. But this is where, with slight edges, I might have to give this one here to Jodi. Honestly, I'd give it to Jodi. Like I said again, if you feel like I'm wrong, you can let me know in the comment section. Because some people are a little bit more tentative. Like I said again, I'm not a judge. I'm a fan. Here we have a nice bicep. And I was trying to find one with Rachel a little bit up to date. You know how I am about when I do my comparisons. One thing I hate is like when you have cameras. I don't like when you have the camera phone. Don't hold the camera phone. Maybe just me being picky. I like to find the ones where they're just doing a good bicep pose in front of like somebody taking a picture of it, or when they're doing ones when they're doing these photo sessions. I like to find those. I prefer those. I'm just so picky when I do my comparisons. I like the way I like. This is my stuff. This is the way I like to make it. So I have to find one of them with Rachel a little bit, probably a little bit older, and it looks pretty. She has a good bicep, but if I go by size and the rejection, I have to go with Rachel on this one. Here we have the glutes, and both of these ladies are very impressive. You always want to you really want the good glute shots when they're like in competition, when they're in competition condition, when they're ready, when they're like, some of these ladies, they like to do the photos, take the pictures of themselves, see how they look, send them to their trainers and their coaches. And both ladies are very impressive. Very impressive. But if I go with anybody, it's gonna be tough. Both ladies are very impressive. Uh, mm, this is a close one. And I'm looking, like I said, I'm still looking at Rachel. Look at her shoulders. I mean, maybe she should consider going to open. I mean, that's a debate. I did my video about size versus condition, and she said she has a little bit of size and condition, just a little more size and working condition. She's amazing. But if I go by the more aesthetic glutes, I have to go with Jodi on this one. I have to go with Jodi. But like I say, both of you are very impressive women. Been competing since the good part of the early 2000s. Was figure competitors, also the instructors and teachers. And one thing about about Mrs. Reid, she lives in my home state of North Carolina. She's originally from New York, but she lives here in North Carolina, and I would love to reach out to, because, like I said, it's being a content maker and being from North Carolina. It's a great opportunity to talk to these women who are here. Now, she's a transport. She's, like I said, she's from New York. She lives in North Carolina, but it'd be a great opportunity to talk to her. Like, and also with Jodi, it'd be a great opportunity to talk to her. While I was doing this, I found a picture of Rachel with my dear friend Miss Jodi Lyons. I could have taken another Jodi, but I said, you know what, I might save Jodi for something else, because Jodi's supposed to be competing in the show in the next few months. I might do a comparison with her later on, and she was, I sent it to Jodi, and Jodi would appreciate it, because I think she may not have seen that picture. But both these ladies are amazing women. They have great aesthetics. I think they have great quality about them, and they have a love and passion for it. And I gotta give respect to Rachel, because she's a mother. And you know what? It takes a lot to be a competitive bodybuilder and be a mother. The sacrifice you got to make, time, money. You sometimes you got to spend more time with your family than being in the gym. But if you're an athlete and you're ready to go to that next level, sometimes you have to sacrifice that time with family and friends, especially with her fiance and her child. And the same with Jodi. I know she's been competing sometimes. I'm surprised this woman is a little bit over 40. You wouldn't think it. I would think she was in her, I would say, late 20s, early 30s. But the thing about this lifestyle fitness, you don't, age is bad compared to everybody else. Like myself, I know I'm about 47, but some people might say I'm damn near 50. But I am damn near 50. But these women are amazing women. You gotta respect their commitment and passion for the division. I think, like I said again, I feel like Rachel, since it's been last year she's competed, and that was the Legion's Sports Fest, and that was 2021. Maybe she sit out this year and maybe do physique. I'm just saying. I think with Jodi, I think physique works for her, but I think Rachel's getting to that next level. Man, look at her shoulders, her traps. She's really got some great development. You can always use more women's bodybuilding. And they want to push that more of that feminine, more of that more conditioning, less about mass agenda in the sport. But like I said, she has those qualities. And much respect to these ladies, both Jodi and Rachel, who put in the time and the work and sacrifices they made. And like I said again, I'm gonna send them one of my requests for an interview, and I hope they can respond. I mean, I would love these ladies to get an opportunity to share their voice, because like I said, one thing is why I do my comparisons. I always try to find interviews they've done. They talk about stuff. I found some stuff with them on YouTube, but not too much like real interviews with telling their story. But like I said, I like these ladies a chance to tell their stories and tell their paths to how they got into the sport, and whatever attention they can use to get them to the next level. Like I said, sometimes these judges do watch some of these videos and pay attention to you, and maybe if you see something about that you like, you couldn't do a little better. But much respect to both Jodi and also to Rachel, and I hope that we see them in the upcoming season. There's only a few more shows left. Well, a few more shows left for women's bodybuilding, but a lot more for women's physique, compared to. But anyway, much respect to these ladies. And this is your man all the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't subscribe. I'm out.